August 7th. Yesterday was my birthday. Last week, finally went for my mammogram because I was overdue, y'all. I was just overdue. I had been putting it off. It wasn't even anything I was intentionally putting off. I just didn't make it a priority. So I made it a priority because I had a close friend get diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's beginning to walk through that journey. I had a client come down not too long ago. I'm in real estate, and she came down to look for a house, and she was telling me about her journey walking through it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to go ahead and get this done. So I got it done. I was like, this is one of the quickest, easiest appointments. Got that done, had my anniversary, went on a trip, went to a wedding, had my birthday party yesterday, and today I get the letter in the mail. Mind you, they said I could have logged in and seen it, and it just wasn't a priority. Got the letter in the mail, and it says that they saw something, I need to come back in for an additional scan. This can go one of two ways. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. It has been in the back of my mind this evening, but I'm not letting myself go down that hole. But I just have to record this because this could literally go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised either way. And I just need to record while it's fresh and why it's like 10:30 p.m. right now. It can go this way. I go for the scan, and it's like, okay, it was a blur. We'll just do another scan. Because it happened with a PAP one time, and they were like, all right, we'll just monitor it. It was just something, it's nothing, right? Because I did get implants. So I'm like, all right, the first time I'm getting a mammogram done with implants, so maybe it's that. Go in and it's nothing. Or it could be the other way, and it's something. And I won't be surprised there either, because I'm just, now that my reticular activator is heightened because someone close to me is going through it. Like I told you, that other lady, I'm just more aware now and picking up different things of seeing. I just wouldn't be surprised if, I just won't be surprised if this happens. I also won't be surprised because I know life ain't easy, life ain't fair, and this is why I enjoy myself and why I have fun, because I know life ain't easy, life ain't fair, and nothing is promised. And I try to enjoy and live for the moment and the day and all of that. So I just don't want to have any regrets when life freaking life. So if life happens to life in that direction, I'm just not going to be surprised. Also because I'm on my personal YouTube channel, which this will be on this Saturday, my video of having my first mammogram is actually going up. I was just going through and seeing my VA has it already loaded. So I'm like, what would be the freaking odds and coincidence and all of that stuff? But I just have to record this because it could literally go either way. And we just gonna have to roll with whichever way this goes. I pray it's nothing, but if it happens to be something, we gonna just have to roll with it and go with it. But yeah, so stay tuned for the next update. And I'm not saying anything to anybody to worry anything about nothing until whatever. So stay tuned. Let me give you a quick update while nobody's around. Today, 9 o'clock, I called the number that was on the paper that I got, and they said something about my left breast and left something that the report said, and that I couldn't go in and schedule. I needed to contact my doctor, and they needed to send in some order. So on the paper, it said that my doctor had this report. So they were like, the doctor needs to go ahead and review the report and send in the request. So thankfully, my doctor and me is like So I text her, and then I was like, well, let me still go ahead and call her office. And I called her office, and then her front desk person is looking through the system. She's like, she's not seeing anything. So she's like, all right, well, let me call them. By this time, my daughter's getting back to me, and she's like, I'm in a conference, but she's communicating with me too. And I'm like, all right, well, front desk said they don't have it, so they're contacting, so reaching out. So in between this conference, she's on it. That's why I do appreciate her, because basically the letter said that she got it, but she called me on a three-way a little later, and the lady was saying like, yeah, sometimes it happens in the system, it's supposed to go out, it doesn't, the results aren't in here, so she's gonna go track them down and such and such and such. With that call, yes, it was that call. She might have texted, and she texted and called me a couple times, but with that call, she said she's going to get the results. She said she had another doctor review it. They said something about there's asymmetry. They wrote it's asymmetry. She was like, that means nothing to me. That means that one breast is larger than the other. And she was like, that's most people. So they need to go ahead and update it, amend it, because what they're saying is they see a spot that wasn't there beforehand on the left side or whatever, and it was like they're gonna go ahead and order a compression where they press it more to see if it's still there. She's like, it's uncomfortable, but it is what it is, but it's nothing outrageous. She was like, from there, she's like, I tell people, like, do not start to worry, even if you have to go in for a biopsy. She was like, you don't worry, until you hear the results back. Don't start worrying. And she was like, I wanted to call you because I don't want you to be, nobody wants to be worrying or just having this on their head about it. So I do appreciate her urgency and things with that. So she put in the order. So now I'm just waiting for them to contact me, but I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow and see where we're at. So that is today's update. Today is August 8th. All right, so I finally got my appointment to go in scheduled on the third call, which I think is a little ridiculous. Not even a little ridiculous. Yeah, between calling, I think I told you guys that I called the first time. They're like, oh, we need something for your doctor. Calling back again, we still didn't get it. Yeah, so the doctor's like, wait, we sent it, then the wording wasn't right, even till I called this morning. And they're like, well, they wrote one thing, it sounded like contradicted. They said bilateral and they said left. Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't go to school for this. That's y'all. Y'all figure it out and just let me schedule. So thankfully I got somebody that was good. She got the doctor on the phone, got a verbal from them, got them to correct whatever wording that they needed. Apparently the doctor, sounded like the doctor lit her up. She got the brunt of the doctor's frustration. That's not my field, y'all. Just schedule so I can get in there and do what needs to be done. So I am scheduled for this Friday to go back in. So yeah, I don't think I mentioned the last time that like when my doctor was like, yeah, don't worry. She was like, our tissue is made up of breast and cells and all that stuff. So even if they do still see it there, they do a biopsy, they just want to make sure the biopsy is nothing. So I have not been stressing about it, but I do want to go in and get it done. Stay tuned. Today's Monday. I contacted them for the first time last Monday. So it's been a week. So I'm going this Friday. So stay tuned. All right, today is the day. It was actually supposed to be Friday. Today's actually Monday. I moved the appointment because it was just going to be too much running around on Friday. So I am headed there. Interestingly enough, this weekend a letter came, or maybe it was Friday, and I opened it this morning and it was a letter from them saying you got a mammogram on July 26th, and on July 27th we requested that you come in for additional imaging, and you haven't been in, so please schedule. Yeah, that was not the smoothest process, but it is what it is. As far as what I had to go through with calling the doctor, getting results and all that was not a smooth process, but we are here and I'm going in and praying. I've been in prayer. I've been good mentally. The first day or so, it would like pop up, but after speaking to my doctor and what she told me, I'm just like going for the imaging, and we'll see what's next. Praying, of course, that they find nothing today. That's the first hope. Yeah, I actually have a friend who is starting her chemo today. Yes, so all my good energy, thoughts, and prayers are with her. It's so close to my house. I love it. All right, so let me go in here and let's get this done. All right, so they called me back. Well, they registered me first and then went back out, taking off my top and my bra, which is really good because you won't be able to see anything, and gave me a robe to put on. So, might have been 5 minutes. I don't even know if it was that long. She did maybe 4 different pictures. Uncomfortable for the most part. The last one, I was like, yeah, I was ready. As soon as that thing released, I was like, thank you for releasing. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not like crying or anything like that, but it is uncomfortable. So now they're going to review and then let me know. I don't know what they're letting me know, but. All right, I am done. So I sat in that room and I waited for them to let me know if they wanted to do the ultrasound. She came back and she was like, yeah, the doctor does want to do an ultrasound. So that let me know, okay, y'all still saw something. So did the ultrasound. It was quick. Just laid down, put my arm back, and they did it. Put warm gel on, and she took some shots, and then she let me know, once I'm done, I'm gonna go speak to the radiologist and see what he wants me to tell you. So she spoke to the radiologist, came back and said they want to see me back in 6 months. They didn't see anything on the ultrasound. They just think it's some tissue that they didn't see before. So that's great news. I'm not totally out of the clear, but I'm good. I'm clear enough to where I'll come back in 6 months and just check it. But so covering up my information is telling me what they want me to do in 6 months, and the other option, they could have sent me for a biopsy. So I'm glad I don't have to go for that. Yeah, I'm very glad I don't have to go for that. So yeah, I had not told anybody in my family, and my daughter actually came with me on the day of the ultrasound. I have to decide if I'm gonna cut this off because she's gonna ask me questions, so maybe I need to share it with her. I don't know. I'll figure that part out, but that was my experience. Yeah. While I was in there, I was just thinking good thoughts, trying to be as relaxed and, just as possible. There are people that I know people that have gone and through this and didn't hear what I heard today. So I'm extremely grateful. Get your mammograms. Get your mammograms. Because I was late on getting my mammogram. So yeah, just make sure you get your checkups, all that stuff. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative. If you get this notice back after you go for a mammogram and you might be wondering like, oh my gosh, this is the worst, like hopefully this video would help calm you a little bit. Yeah, I pray all is well with you and yours. All right, have a positive, peaceful, and productive day.